What can I realistically say about Black Ops 4 that hasn't already been said? Out of the 6 Treyarch Call of Duty Zombies titles, it's considered the laughing stock of the pack, and for good reason. But I'm here today to tell you that I don't think it's as bad as people say it is. Now obviously I don't think it was perfect, they did get quite a bit wrong in my opinion, as everyone else thinks. So I'm just going to quickly go over a couple of things that I don't really like and think they could have done a lot better in this game. So firstly, Elixirs are a step down from Gobblegums in my opinion. I just do not like them. The base game ones, like the classic ones, they work really well, but the paid microtransactions just aren't worth it compared to the Gobblegums. Now secondly, I'm going to say the graphics, because they were just such a step down. Black Ops 3 was Treyarch's first romp on the new consoles, and they blew it completely out of the park, but Black Ops 4 just seems like it looks a lot worse, and I don't understand how they managed that, but some people will disagree with this. It's not a complete deal breaker, but it's just one point to note out. Next up is the point system changes. I was not a fan of this. From Black Ops 1, 2, 3 and even World at War, if you shot a zombie you'd get 10 points. If you kill it, depending on if you get a headshot, body shot or whatever, you'd get the amount of points for the kill. That was fine. I don't understand why it needed changing to... I think it's based on how much damage you do, depends on how many points you get, and you can only get a certain amount of points per zombie. I don't like it. Next is, I think, the worst offender here. It's the Black Ops Pass. This is utterly ridiculous. It's the same as a normal season pass essentially, which sounds fine, but they didn't release any of the map packs separately. The only way to get DLC is to pay £40, £35, however much it is, $40, and then get the all-in-one package. You can't buy them separately, which for Zombies fans is annoying because we might not want all the maps, but yeah, I hate the Black Ops Pass. Next up is the maps, and this is mainly because all of the Ether maps here are remakes, which isn't what we wanted for the end of the story really. We wanted new original content because we hadn't seen anything new since Gorod Krovi, so not having any original maps in this game wasn't really a good move. But also the maps that were there that were original weren't very good, I don't think. You had 9, which was great, I like 9. Ancient Evil was pretty good, but Voyage of Despair was horrible. Dead of the Night was god-awful. And even the remade maps I didn't really like that much. I've played Tag probably 5 times because I really couldn't get into it. Same as Alpha Omega, the Nuketown map, just... it wasn't really my vibe, I'm not gonna lie. And for a remake to make it worse than the original isn't a good move. How did you do this, Treyarch? And the last bad thing I have to say about Black Ops 4 Zombies is part of the gameplay, and it's the Catalyst zombies on the Chaos maps. They are so annoying, I can't put it into words. If you take a map like 9, you start to see the problem because it just gets overwhelming. So you've got normal zombies running about, you've got tigers running about, you've got the 2 different types of gladiator running about, you've got the Blightfather running about, and then you throw in 4 elemental types. It's just too much. The tigers are already a nightmare, no one liked them at the beginning, and then having the boss zombies spawn as much as they do, it gets too hectic. Right, now let's get some positivity in here, because I do think that Black Ops 4 is the weakest zombies entry so far, but I think it was a necessary evil. It paved the way for Cold War zombies to be as good as it is. So my first point to bring up is 9. I love this map so much. Blood of the Dead for me was disappointing, but not as much as other people thought it was. I do like the map, but 9, it just non-stop good. That, like, other than the Catalyst, which I mentioned before, this map was so perfectly themed and designed. It's great. I love it. I could go on all day, but this video needs to end soon, so. Now next is a bit more of a controversial one, but I think the perk system turned out really good here. It is a bit annoying that you can't pick more than 4 perks. Like, there's like 20 something perks I think in this game, and you can only pick 4, so that's kind of stupid. Maybe 6 would have been a bit better, but you can get Secret Source to change out your perks, which is okay. So even if you go into the game without the perks you exactly wanted, you can still get whichever ones if you put Secret Source on, so that's okay. Not the best system, but overall I think it was really well done. I like the idea of getting rid of the crutch perks. It really does help the gameplay sort of get more personalised to your taste of perks and have all the necessary crutch stuff already there for you, as long as you upgrade your perks and do other bits and here and there, whatever. But I think it was a really good system, and while I'm not completely gutted that they scrapped it for Cold War, if they bring it back again, I know that they can make it better than it was in Black Ops 4. Another really important thing that they got right with Black Ops 4, which paved the way to Cold War, was the quality of life improvements, such as not having to reload when you get max ammo, it just filling your clip automatically, the bonus points drop, and stuff like that. They did a lot of stuff that we've been wanting for a very long time in Zombies, and they've brought it all back over to Cold War because they realised how much it does work with the gameplay, and for that, this is one of the best things they did. Now this is another one that people didn't really like, but I think works really well. It's the specialists. In Black Ops 3, you had to get them out of the box or craft them yourself, and people think, well, you get them off the gate now, so they're a lot worse now. But I disagree. I think having them from the gate, but having them at level 1 is great, because it encourages you to use it early on to make it more powerful for the late game. And if you don't use it, you can't use it as a get out of jail free card, and you will die. Simple as that. I think it's a great risk reward system. Another thing I really loved and appreciated was the addition of dark matter in Zombies. It was something great to go and grind for, even if it was a tedious grind sometimes with some of the ridiculous challenges that they got. But it was one of those improvements that they put in here, didn't get 100% perfect and then perfected in Cold War, so that's another good reason why this is here. But you might have seen that I was, before Cold War, grinding for dark matter on live streams. I still haven't got it, it's taking so long. I'll get back to it one day after Cold War's died down a bit. One of my other favourite things that helped with the replay value and the dark matter challenges was the difficulty options. This was a great feature, and I do not understand why it wasn't brought back for Cold War. Casual difficulty may sound like, oh, filthy casual, I don't want to do that. But it's great because there's a health cap at around 35, and you can just keep going with the same guns fully pack-a-punched. It doesn't matter what you use, you can do anything and just keep going, getting your challenges done. It's casual fun, it's great. Then you've got normal, which is your standard Zombies rump, but you've also got the harder mode, I can't remember what it's called, and realistic, which are great challenges for veterans. And I've done a couple of realistic games, and it's fucking hard. I can't get past round 7, but you know, it needs to come back, I think, in Cold War. Bring it back, Treyarch. The last thing that I really liked about Black Ops 4 is how, in my eyes, it managed to do the impossible. You see, the ending, I think, was really good. In fact, I think it was the most fitting end that this story could have had. Although I'm not a big fan of the map target token, or, well, most of the Easter eggs in this game, to be honest, I think they nailed it with the ending. It would have been nice to have it as a CGI cutscene rather than the still images sort of thing, but as a context to the story, knowing what happened, this is pretty much how I would have wanted it to end. And considering they messed up a lot in this game, at least they managed to get the one important thing right. I'm very glad the Ether story happened. It's sad to see it go, but just remember all the time we got out of it. And you may not like Black Ops 4, but it is a part of that history. And I think you should look at it again and start to appreciate the things that it did do right. Thank you very much everyone for watching this first video on my new channel, It's the Train Z. If you haven't already, which you probably haven't, subscribe, like, comment, do everything you want to do. And if you want to go check out my main channel and see what content I've got going on there, it's mainly about general gaming topics and whatever I want to do. Live streams, videos, and all sorts of bits. This is going to be my exclusive Zombies channel. So if you want Zombies content, live streams, discussions, reviews, whatever I decide to do, stick around here. If you want the gaming general stuff, go there. If you want both, sort the subscribing for both. Whatever you want to do, bro. So thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.